Hi guys, Dawn here. I am representing ballcontact.org on their YouTube today. And I have a new studio, a new camera, and a new mic. We are leveling up. I'm so excited. When I started rewriting what I wanted to teach with contact juggling, I started thinking about what I do in a studio. And some of the very, very basics of contact juggling we often run past so fast because we want to get to the meat and we want to roll balls and isolate and be magic. But we forget that actually the magic is kind of inside of us. I know it's a cliche and I'm sorry for that. But contact juggling's magic is actually a meditation. I like to say to people that I get a chance to share my meditative stillness with you or with the world. When I go out and street perform, that I can make people stop and be in stillness for a minute. And this power is incredible. And how often can you share a meditation? It's so rare, right? It's usually something that's so deep and personal, except because you've created this magic that's awe-inspiring and kind of takes your breath away, people join you. And it's just unbelievable, right? That's the magic of contact juggling, is sharing it. So, with that, meditation requires a feeling of your body, usually through breath, but you can do it through walking, through muscles, through a ball. And when you do your walk-in practice, you have to check in with yourself, your emotions, okay? If you are sad that day, like you're gonna start to pull down and that weight brings you down to the ground, and you have to know if you're fighting that when you're trying to be bright and happy and contact juggling in good form, or using good posture, or try to use it, right? And go with it and see what that takes you and what does that posture offer you. It's a choice as well. But being aware of it is something that you need to do in order to make it better. Breath. Breath is going to affect your contact juggling quite a lot. And not just because of a meditative breathing, but because when you breathe, it affects the ball. Your chest goes up and down and affects your shoulders and your elbows and all of the balances that come with it. Being aware of that breath and how that's going to affect your posture, affect the ball, and affect you and your own focus is sort of imperative for you to be able to be fluid for a long period of time. So that's the first thing I think you need to do when you walk into a studio, is feel yourself. The second thing I think you need to do is feel your prop. So a lot of people ask me in contact juggling, how do I get used to the difference between the weight of an acrylic or the weight of a ball? And I tell them you kind of have to learn both. Learning with a stage ball offers different lessons than learning with an acrylic ball. So learning both is sort of necessary to be good at both. Learning to switch the weight is just a practice of walking into your practice, and every time you pick up a new prop, being aware of it. What is the weight of this prop? How does it move? Is it a steady prop? How does it feel when I react to it? Being aware of its trajectory. Can you see exactly where it's supposed to be in its sort of apex when you throw it? Can you move around it? What space does it take up? All of these things. Each step of contact juggling, I have to go behind the scenes and do my whole routine before I get onto a stage, so I know what that prop feels like and how that mixes with how I feel that day. You know, if I'm tired, I've been doing a lot of push-ups, my arms are really sore, that ball and that acrylic ball is going to be very different than it was the day before. And so picking up the ball and feeling the prop in relation to my body and my muscles on that day that I'm going to be using it is imperative to every time I practice. Number 3, feeling your surroundings. What does that mean, right? First of all, it means like, where am I? Am I gonna touch the wall? Am I gonna touch other people? If my ball is thrown, am I gonna smash my camera or a teacup or my computer? Being aware of those surroundings is super important, especially if you have an audience. You don't wanna hit other people. Another thing about being aware of your surroundings is sort of being aware of what your body's doing in space. So what is my body drawing? How is the shape? You know, like I could be here, and what is that drawing? Does that tell me something specific? Like, what is this body shape doing? Like, where is my body in space, and how is it related to this ball, and how is it related to what I'm feeling today? Those three things are super connected. And one of the big ones, how is my body in space and where are my surroundings, is a lot to do with this grid work that Tom has talked about in other videos, where you actually want to know this sort of 3D grid in space to be able to have a nice isolation and being aware of your surroundings as far as like you related to the ball related to the floor or the wall, or whatever you've anchored yourself to. And being aware of those surroundings and how your body moves through those surroundings is sort of an imperative to contact juggling, and connecting to that and just taking a look around you. Who's there? Who can hear you? Is there like an echo? Are you cold? All of these things are information for you to pick up in every practice that you do. The fourth lesson is connecting those three others together, bringing everything together into actual contact juggling. So feeling your body and knowing where it is at. Are your muscles tired? Are you breathing? Can you roll? How was your ball? What does it feel like today? Have you been looking at it, feeling it, being really precise with it? Have you felt your surroundings? Are you looking out? Do you understand what you look like and how your ball and your body are moving in the air? And how did those come together, all three? So when I practice and I do these 4 check-ins, I spend about a quarter of my time in each. So if you have an hour practice, that's about 15 minutes of each section to make sure that you are grounded in your body, in your prop, in your surroundings, and that all of those things are connected together. I hope you find this helpful. Again, like and subscribe. Thank you so much and have a great day.